What's up? Thought I'd show you my old Lincoln 225 amp, I guess sort of restoration, but I bought this on Craigslist for $100, and brand new, they're like $300. It came with this big old long cable, which is cool. That's one of the reasons why I got it. But I guess I could have got a brand new one, but I guess what I was reading is these older ones actually were built with better components, like the coils were wrapped in copper versus the new ones come in aluminum, and the new ones are also built in China, or at least they're assembled in the U.S., but most of the parts come from China. So I'm not sure what year this is, but I mean, this thing is freaking looks like it's pretty old. I think the guy said he thought it was either 20 or 30 years old, so maybe even longer. I don't know, but I think I've made this thing since the 50s. This actual same model here. Yeah, because I was just at Home Depot looking at the new ones, and they look almost exactly the same. So I'm going to take this apart and clean it, get it going, and yeah, look how the guy had it spliced together. It was freaking crazy. And the guy actually fired it up and did some test welds too, and I couldn't believe this shit. Open wires everywhere. I mean, you could look at that. It's freaking crazy, dude. All that thing you have to do is touch and ground out, and you're fucked. But crazy dude. But cool, check this out. I'm going to take it apart, and I already got some screws down here, and get it going. Cool. Covering webs. Just want to make sure all these wires look good internally. I'm probably going to paint it too, but yeah, I'm going to redo these wires. That's kind of jacked. Just got to figure out how they're run. And I'm going to put the thicker wires down there, that long, it looks like it's like a 35-foot cable, or it's pretty big, it's pretty long. And I noticed that this fan is kind of seized, I think, too. So I'm going to figure that out and lube it up. I have some electric motor cleaner. I can clean it up. First I'm going to get these blowed out, get these webs out of here. But if you guys have ever seen what that looks like, that's what it looks like in one of those things. Alright, yeah, it doesn't look very complicated, so just clean everything up here. Cool. Yeah, I'm guessing these are like kind of like heat sinks, I guess. Alright. Another look from this angle. Have this back cover off, and that's the fan right there. Spray all this penetrant in there. Maybe this thing can free up. I don't think I'm going to do sustained welding where I'm going to need this probably, but I guess I'll try to get it fixed. Let's see what goes, you know, maybe. Hey, put some stuff on the connectors. I'm just basically spraying stuff on the connectors I have to get off. I'll clean all this up later. I just want to get it soaked, so in case I have a tough time getting it off. Probably not going to go through all that stuff, but I feel like I'm just going to blow it out, clean it up, get this fan working. So the power wires come down to here. So, right there. Sorry, my camera's backwards for some reason. So I'm going to run that new cable, this thick cable right here. It's way thicker and buffer. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's long enough to where I can actually have it plugged into my garage and bring this out to my driveway. And actually, the whole reason why I got this thing was I'm doing a shock conversion on this thing, and I didn't think my MIG welder, my little Lincoln MIG welder there is just not powerful enough, I don't think, to get deep enough welds, because I have to weld into the axle housing. It's not going to be, I'm not going to feel comfortable off-roading in a truck with welds that aren't that deep, you know, that's not penetrated deep enough. So make sure it's to be off-roading and freaking break a shock tower because the weld sucked. But yeah, I've never stick welded before, so this will be new for me. I mean, I've done MIG welding, maybe a little bit of TIG, but that's about it. Never stick. And I've done a little gas welding too. But all right, cool. This will be fun. The magnet off this thing here, and or the windings. Let me clean this up real quick to your towel. And this looks like it's like some kind of plastic covering. So I'm gonna make sure the bearings are okay. There we go. Get some penetrate. Cool. Get some more penetrant in there. Clean up the thing and free up this motor. Yeah, already getting better. Cool. Steel wool, clean up those edges on both sides there. Inside, and I use a little brake cleaner to clean it up a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I think this right here was just basically corroded shut between the. I think it's called the. I know these are the. Can't remember if this is the armature or that's the armature. Can't remember. All right, guys. Just a little bit of work, and there was just a little bit of corrosion on the inside of the motor here, so I took it apart and cleaned it. And there you go. Pretty basic. So now I don't have to go out and buy a new fan, but cool. Go back, clean it up. Start looking at these, figure out these wires right here. Everything else looks looking pretty good. So I'll put it back together. I mean, I probably won't paint it right away. Probably test it first before I paint it, but actually I don't even know if I'm gonna paint it or not 100%. I kind of like the look of the old rust. But cool. It's a huge difference in cable size here. Look at the. I'm not sure what the gauge is for this thing. It's thick though, compared to the original. The original's tiny. I guess if you're gonna have to have such a long cord, you're gonna want this thick wire, so the wire doesn't overheat as much. I'm gonna strip it out. Strip some wire off here, and get some ends on the end. Find a way to get it mounted. Cool. But I'm gonna use my little got some new connectors under this big old cable. I'm gonna use my heat gun here, and I'm gonna solder these things on there. So yeah, I don't know if that's. I mean, these are automotive, and they're I think they're made out of aluminum. So I don't know if that's strong enough or not. I guess we'll know if it freaking pops, because the other ones are made out of steel. So I don't know if there's some kind of rating, like amperage rating. But all right. And a thing that wasn't hot enough to get it. I mean, on smaller pieces it normally does, but I think because the wire is so big, it's like absorbing the heat. It's acting as a heat sink. So I'm going to use my MAP gas here. A light, but MAP gas did the trick there. So got some solder on there, and I need to find out how I'm going to. I gotta mount it, secure the cable on here, and I think I have some stuff left over from another project I had. They're I don't know if I have big enough ones here or not. Let's see. But I had some of these like rubber electrical clamps that I think I might be able to fit around there. I was gonna use these for the when I was in my transmission conversion. So I'll find one big enough to wrap on there. Cool. It's the so there it is. Got the wire all soldered in. It goes up, and I have it mounted to the wall right there. And actually the ground connects right there on the wall. That's at least what it originally was. And look how much thicker this cable is compared to that old shit. Way thicker. I guess my only concern is these aluminum connectors being able to handle the kind of voltage, but I guess I'll find out pretty quick. But cool, I'm gonna put it back together, blow it out a little bit more, wipe it down me a little bit, and there's just like little screws on the outside. It's pretty basic to put back together, and that's it. All right, cool. Yeah, then I'll get the other connector on the other side, and we'll fire it up and do some test beads. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna paint it or not. We'll see. All right, guys, have this thing plugged in. Better daylight now. It's the morning. See this massive cable. One of the reasons why I got this too is because this guy actually in the picture I saw it came with this massive cable. So I mean, to buy this massive thick cable at like Home Depot, probably been like a couple $100. Stuff's pretty expensive. So goes into my toolbox back there, 220 plug, where I'm like air compressor. And cool. So fire this bad boy up. The fan's a little bit noisy. I'm sure this needs to work itself in. But as you can hear, the fan works again, so that's cool. That unfreezing it worked. So guess I'm gonna let that run for a couple minutes, maybe get the bearings to work themselves in, and I'm gonna do some test beads here. Cool. Guys, don't make fun of me. I actually haven't done any stick welding in like 20 years. I only actually did that a couple times like 20 years ago, but I've been doing MIG welding for 20 years. Yeah, I just needed some deeper penetration. My little Lincoln MIG welder wasn't doing good enough, but so I got a couple electrodes. I got some 6011, some 6013, and some 7018, some 3/32. That's actually what I'm hoping to use when I put the shock towers on this Bronco. But yeah, I haven't welded yet with this thing, so don't make fun of me, man. Seriously, I don't know what's gonna happen. This thing might blow up. Who knows? I have no idea. So I'm gonna start off with the 6011. I should grab my gloves. Literally have no clue what's going to happen here. Make sure we're still rolling. And we are. Cool. Make sure we're getting the right angle. I should see if I can zoom out maybe a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit more that way. Okay. Alright, well, this little piece of pipe steel here. Yeah, don't laugh. Alright. A little scared here, I don't know. Alright, here we go. So I might try the other ones. Yeah, I was actually first I wasn't. I was pushing too hard down and getting it stuck. But once I got the hang of it real quick, those beads actually don't look bad at all. I'll bring it up when I'm done with it. But I'm gonna try some 6013 and some 7018. All right, cool. I'm gonna try the 6013. And by the way, I'm actually on 105 amps. So I'm just gonna have the rating on the stick, but. So this one is actually a 1/8 inch, so get it going here. get the other one going, the 7018. Okay, so that's the 7018. This is actually 332nd, so it's a little bit thinner. Still about 105 amps, so I guess we'll see. And this is actually the AC rated stick, so I guess we'll see. Yeah, I'm hoping this is the one I'll be actually doing the shock mounts with. Just, I guess it's supposed to be give you like a cleaner weld. It doesn't penetrate as deeply, I don't think, as the other one, with the 6011. Yeah, I'm still kind of learning all this stuff, so I'm just watching their YouTube videos, but cool. I'll get that slag off. Yeah, the rod stuck there, kind of panicked, didn't know what to do. It was like arcing the whole stick. So I guess I'll get used to it. You know, it's a learning process, but cool. So that's what I got, $100 on Craigslist. So it cost me about $14 for that 220 connector. That long wire came with it, so that's pretty cool. I can get all the way out to the end of my driveway with that thing, so I can, you know, I don't have to, you know, wheel my car up here. I can bring it pretty far. I mean, I don't know if that's 30 feet. It's pretty long. Could be 30 or probably 30 feet, maybe 40 feet. I don't know. But cool. Yeah, I'm excited. Stoked. New toy. All right, cool. If you have any questions, let me know. Well, I made it a long time ago with my MIG welder, and as you can see, it didn't penetrate very deeply. I mean, this is a pretty heavy metal, and what I use this for is I'd use it to pound out like dents and stuff, flat dents. So I'd get underneath it, then I hit it with a hammer. Sorry, camera's backwards. So I'm gonna try some 6011 because that seemed to penetrate the deepest with dirty metal. And I'm gonna turn up the amperage because this is like super thick. So, all right, let me try this thing. Let's see what the max this is rated at. 6120. Okay, we'll go 120 amp. 6011. I mean, obviously I have a lot of practice, but the 6013 seemed to be a little bit easier to handle. I mean, obviously those are shitty welds. I haven't got the flag off yet, but yeah, I first went over with 6011, and then I don't know. I still got a lot of practice, but before I start welding the Bronco here, but pretty cool that I have a welder now that can penetrate deep metal now, you know, like thick metal. So, all right, cool. All right, forgot to show you the results of this my first weld here. Let's make sure I'm on the camera here. So that's 6011 right there, that first bead, and that's 6013. And the rest of these beads are the 7018. I mean, on this piece of metal, it seems like the best bead was 6013. All right, I'm still playing.